All right. What's going on, everybody? Sorry for the minor delay that we had. We just had to make sure everybody got logged on and ready to go. How's it going? This is Omar T. I am live today with the debate night, Android versus iPhone. We are in the building. We got Kareem Abdullah. He's back. Shout out to my cousin, by the way. All right, he's hitting y'all with the tube. Shout out to my cousin Kareem. You know, he's live and he wants to have some fun, and he decided to come back. You know, we had some people back down last minute, so he stepped up again. He said, "Don't worry about it, cuzzo, I got you." So he's in Tennessee. You in Memphis, right? He's in Memphis right now.
I am in Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis, Tennessee. He's live with us, and then we also have my man Damon Daniel representing Fastlane Entertainment. He's down on the bottom screen. If you want to wave at the crowd, Damon. We got a couple people already saying iPhones, by the way. There you go. We got Team iPhone all day. Shout out to El Martin. Shout out to you and Motivate Me 313 fams. We got El Martin with us live. Hey, Damon, if you want to go on Facebook and share it while we're waiting as well. By the way, Dame's on the bottom rocking an Android shirt. If y'all can't see it, it's an Android eating an apple. It's an Android eating an apple, so he's already sending. Appreciate it, Al Martin. He's already sending a message out to Kareem, trying to let him know that he's gonna win this debate. So we'll see what happens. But like I said, we are live. We're gonna get this debate started. First and foremost, I just want to say, go over the rules right quick if y'all want to hear it out. Instead of 1 minute, I'm going to give you about a minute and a half to answer each question because I did upgrade to Pro, so we ain't got to worry about it cutting off on us anymore. All right. Guests did not know the questions. Respect someone's answer, please. When someone's talking, let them finish. Before y'all want to rebuttal, we will give you a chance to rebuttal. Be professional. Both of you guys are professionals. Moti said Kareem looking goofy as heck right now, by the way. Just want to let you know.
Hey, I'm the underdog.
All right. The underdog's always on top. I'm on shot, homie.
Yeah. Tell you.
All right, so like I said, be professional. Audience may comment, ask questions, and just remember that all things said during these debates do not reflect my thoughts, belief, and opinions on the topic. This is just a platform for people to speak and for me to be the moderator. At the end, y'all can comment who won the debate, and then message us for any, message me for any more other debate ideas. My sister says she loves Moti's comments because, Moti always be commenting some funny stuff. And if y'all ready to roll, I'm ready to roll. Y'all ready to go, Dame and Kareem?
We're ready.
All right, guys, remember, today's debate is about Androids and iPhones. Hey, what kind of, hey, look at Damon trying to let us know all the Androids he got. That boy got, damn! Is that an Android watch?
iPhone 12 Pro.
My goodness. Hey, Damon has his own store. If y'all can check it out, he got his own store right now. Kareem, what you got for us, man? Hey, listen. Hey, I don't usually give points, but right now, Damon got 3, Kareem got 0 right now.
I forgot about these.
Oh, that boy got the, oh man, what's that called again? I forgot what that called again, man.
Apple don't make VR glasses. I forgot about that.
He already got the VR glasses.
Apple makes products that work as a team, work together,
There you go.
They can't make,
we don't need any third-party apps.
For you to say, team.
About our phone.
For you to say team with the name like iPhone.
Oh,
You don't go with that iPhone, but then you talk about team?
What?
Come on, man.
Hey, the team works makes the dream work, my guy. That's all I want to let you know.
All right, let's start off.
The dream died with Steve Jobs.
There you go.
That's why they call me Kareem.
Kareem the Dream. All right, but anyways, before we get started, shout out to my man Evan Daniel in the back. Shout out to Evan, Hanley Husky students. All right, we got eyes for Moti. They're basically debating before the. Oh, that's actually my sister saying that. Yep, they're debating before the debate even started. So let's ask the first question. The first question is to you, Damon. It's very broad, and if you want to quickly touch on stuff, because we're gonna get into more specific. But why are Androids better than iPhones, Damon? The clock has begun.
All right. To begin, they give you a lot more flexibility with being creative. Like, you don't have to stick with just what your operating systems gives to you. So if you want to Like, for example, if I wanted to set up a background here and have a different theme on my phone, I can have a different theme on my phone if I wanted to. If I wanted to, have a video playing every time I unlock my phone, I can have a video playing when I unlock my phone. And the list goes on and on. Like Apple, I think you may be able to get a ringtone. I think for Apple now, I think you guys got ringtones.
Then they used to have ringtones back in the early 2000s with Nextels.
Yeah, we kind of originated that, but we got we moved away from that. But with Android, like I said, they give you flexibility to do pretty much anything you want with a phone. You don't have to stick with just what the operating system wants you to handle.
There we go. That's Damon's opening statement. Kareem, same question to you. Opening statement. Why are iPhones better than Androids?
Well, first and foremost, they're more protective and they're more secure. Like he said, you can choose on how to operate a Samsung. With iPhone, you might not be able to, but with the flexibility of you being able to do that, it just allows hackers to get into your information, which is something that iPhone would never let somebody do because it's so secure. And one thing about Apple is they never lose their value. Once the new Samsung comes out, the other one is dirt cheap and I can pick it up for $20 up off the streets. Apple never loses its value. The processing, what is it, an A14 now? Samsung's still trying to keep up with the A13 that came out a year or two ago with Apple. They still can't even figure out on how to make that software processor to keep up with Apple. And another thing is, Apple is actually the original smartphone. Why? Because they were actually the first phone to come out with the touch screen. And you might say it was the BlackBerry, but no, it was not. It was iPhone who created that. And iPhone is simple, easy for use, especially for business people like us three. I don't need to have 3 other apps open at one time while I'm at work all day. Come on now. It also gives you a better software to where I can use all of my devices with me. I can use all of them just running off iCloud servers.
All right.
I can't do that.
There we go. So, Kareem, it look like Dane want to say something. Go ahead, Dane.
No, what I did forget to say, starting from the very beginning, this message was not brought to you by Samsung or Android. I just want to let you know that they are not paying you to say any of this. But
there you go.
In the future, if they do want to pay me to say any of this stuff, I got a lot more up my sleeve. If they do want to cut a check, and then I'll vouch for them all day and night.
There you go. You're just making sure to let it be known. We need our sponsors to sponsor if we're going to advertise. But I appreciate you.
I'm looking for the same thing.
There you go. Kareem, I don't know why Kareem moved to the bottom, but go ahead. That's great. I don't know why you just got done moving to the bottom. But so my next question, Kareem. No, it's okay. You're good. You're good. My next question, I'm gonna ask you now, Kareem. I'm gonna ask you first. All right. Which phone, or I'm not gonna say which phone, because obviously you represent an iPhone. Why does the iPhone have a better camera than the Android? Explain to us.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Samsung might have more megapixels, but the iPhone's stability and the stabilization on the camera, which offers a 4K video, is 10 times higher and way better quality than what the Samsung gives you. With any apps, you have to download third-party apps in order for your camera to look good. Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. iPhone has always had the more clear camera. Everything. They actually added on a LiDAR laser onto the iPhone to where when you take a picture of it, it actually helps contrast a farther and bigger picture, something that Samsung doesn't offer.
All right. So first of all, before we continue on with that one, thank you for sharing that,
That's a very anecdotal statement.
All right, go ahead, Dane. Go ahead and say what you got to say. Why does
that was a very, very, very anecdotal statement. Meaning, that is your personal opinion. You don't have anything to back that up at all. You don't have anything to back that up. Listen, at the end of the day, none of us are professional photographers. So who is there to say, you have a 21.3 megapixel and I have a 21.4 megapixel camera? Like, it's neither here nor there. What I do know that these bad things here have are wide-angle cameras. And with this wide-angle lens, it changed the game. Then I said, I don't mind paying an extra couple dollars for a phone if you give me, a wide-angle lens on the phone. Because I do take a lot of pictures and videos, and I know how much a wide-angle lens costs. So when they came out with that, and then I think Apple tried to drop it, if I'm not mistaken, I think you had to download an app or something like that in order to get a wide-angle lens, which was crazy to me. But yeah, when they added the wide-angle lens to the camera, I was like, yeah, that was a game changer. What was the actual second question? Oh, ask me the same question.
Yeah, basically, is why are Android's cameras better than iPhone's cameras?
Okay, yeah, camera. Yeah, like I said, it's neither here nor there as far as, you know, who's able to tell. Like, you have to put two pictures side by side and see who you would have. It's your own personal preference, I guess. Because, I mean, you have to put the picture side by side to see who has the best picture. If you were to, if both of us were to take the same picture in the exact same position, the depth of field on an Android, you'll have a very far depth of field, opposed to iPhone where, you know, you may not catch as much. For example, by the screen being so big on the phone, you're able to see a lot more without having to scroll. On an iPhone, you're going to have to scroll to see, you know, the same amount that I'm able to see just as soon as I open the camera.
All right, there you go. That's Dame. By the way, I'm going to quickly run through some comments. We got Isra James from Facebook said Apple is just an overrated brand. All right, and then you got from Instagram, we got a lot more comments from Instagram. You got, first of all, you got a few people laughing because I guess Moti's cracking jokes right now. And then Kala said I is for intelligence. And then Yusuf, my brother, said Android is better, which I don't know why he got an iPhone. So, and then Moti said get back in here, Damon. I guess when you walked out, he wanted to make sure you came back in here, Damon. And then you got Ish saying name 5 things Android can do better than iPhone. We're gonna go into more specifics about that. And then my brother Moti said Yusuf, you only get what your mama buy you. So he's making sure that he mentioned that. All right, and then you got my uncle saying the same reason why John Legend. I don't know what he's saying right now. My bad. He calling you John Legend. That's what he's calling you. My uncle's calling you John Legend, Dave. He's calling you John Legend.
We just ordinary people.
That's my Uncle Nash. So yeah, there we go. We got people commenting. And then you got Zach, my brother, said Dame's still dizzy from me busting him in basketball. So, you know, the family going hard on you, Damon, right now. They having some fun. All right. So my next question to you, Damon, is I'm gonna let you go with Android now. Is what's the best service or something that the Android offers that the iPhone doesn't? Explain to us.
Best service as far as feature on the phone?
Yeah, feature. What I mean by like feature on the phone. Yes, a feature on the phone.
Okay, well now that you're able to actually talk on Apple phones, I guess we can cross that out. Because I think you guys can talk on the phone now, right? You can actually talk and hear the other person. I think you guys got that part down pat now. But you got stuff like for example, if you want to do a dual screen, if you want to work on two things at once, two things at the same time, for example, like let's say you send me your birthday, like make sure you lock my birthday in or whatever. I could simply go to a menu and pull both of them up at the same time and have our messages on the top screen and then have my calendar on the bottom screen and go straight to, whatever the day is and save Omar's birthday. And I actually use that feature a lot, to be honest with you. That may sound like something that's just a little overrated, but I use that a lot. Yeah. And then you got stuff like the swipe keyboard. I use that a lot. The swipe texting and, not having to hit the button every time you send a text message out. Yeah. I think Apple may have just reinvented that or whatever on their phone. I just heard, too, we actually get a charger in our box, and I never thought that I would be saying something as simple as that. That's a feature. We get a charger in our box. We don't have to go buy the charger separate from the phone. So I guess that's a new feature. There you go.
I appreciate you sharing that. All right, Kareem, I'm asking you the same question. By the way, fellas, when you see me start waving his finger, just know y'all got about 10 or 15 seconds left. So Kareem, what is a service or something that an iPhone has that an Android doesn't? And explain to us, what is it?
iCloud. You can use all of your devices on one. FaceTime, iMessage, and any other feature that comes with the iPhone. It works as one, as like it's a team. I know there's an I in iPhone, but you can't work anything out unless you have a team. It's good for me when I'm on my computer and I forget my phone at work, or if I'm at my cousin's house, my phone dies and they have an iPod. I can still reach out to somebody using the apps that they created that work with the iCloud servers. With Samsung, you have to download a million third-party apps in order for you to even have the features that the iPhone has, which Samsung is trying to keep up. Okay, like you said, Samsung has a lot of features that iPhone had for many years, but they have added the swipe to the keyboard, which does make it easier, especially with the 12 Pro that I'm working on now. Dual screening, I can do that as well. So there's nothing that the Samsung has that iPhone doesn't, besides apps and servers that help other hackers get your access to your cards, to all your access to your family information, all of your pictures, something that Apple doesn't give out. Actually, I know that the feds were trying to sue Apple because they couldn't get into their servers over a terrorist that went around killing other people. That's something that's secure, that nobody can break.
There you go.
That's something that Apple has that will always be better than Samsung.
All right.
The thing is, when you say Apple has a good security feature, that doesn't mean that Samsung has a bad one. It just means that Apple makes better.
It's better. That's what I'm saying. It's better. That is exactly
as far as features,
software, processing, everything. iPhone is faster, better. The technology is up to date. Galaxy has a software update once a year. Apple has one every week to fix the bugs to improve their system.
Right, that's not a
Samsung doesn't
also update their phone every week. That's not a
technology just gets better and better every day. The more secure my iPhone is, the more comfortable I am with using it.
All right, let Dane talk. Let Dane talk.
You know, a lot of people, let me say this real quick. You know, a lot of people think when you update your phone, a lot of people think you're upgrading your phone. You're not upgrading it by updating it. You're just updating. That's not an upgrade.
On the software. I understand that. But when you have the iPhone 12 Pro like me, you have no worries. No worries.
Yeah, you gotta get the latest model every year. It's not the same phone. Apple is the only company
Samsung puts every
Oh, that's the iPhone lag.
The next one, nothing changes. Apple always has a new feature to
Apple Internet. That's the Apple Internet connection.
Hey, there you go. Hey, I appreciate y'all going back and forth. That's what it's about. I want to quickly go over some comments. Miss Moring, shout out to Miss Moring from Hanley, said, Androids forever. You know, Instagram, they're flying through the comments. I'm just going to quickly just say some things. Samsung makes... Go ahead.
My watch died on me, my Android watch, right? But I don't know what my charger is. So what did I do?
I'm sorry, my Apple Watch...
I take my phone and I just put the watch in the back of the phone. And look at that. Charging.
There you go. Oh, that's nice. That's nice, Kareem.
Wireless charging yet. You guys even got a wireless charger?
He's killing his phone battery. We do.
You guys have a wireless charger?
We have charging cases as well. We have charging cases.
That's an aftermarket product.
You walk around with that. Hey.
There you go. Hey, they're laughing. My brother Moti says Samsung makes good TVs. iPhone 12 versus Samsung 20 equals 8 years behind, said my uncle. So he's representing the Android. And then, Bugs is not a cord. I don't know. You probably were saying something at the moment. Uncle Nash said, just to keep up with Apple sales, Samsung brings out a phone every 6 months just to keep up with Apple sales.
That's because we're not scared to get out our technology. We get rid of technology. You guys have every year. They say it's new. Samsung, they get stuff out of here. Here, let's get this out of here. Does this work? Let's make a phone that folds. Let's make a phone that the glass folds. Let's try this. Let's try that.
Let's go.
Apple could keep a phone out for 2 years and still double the sales of Samsung.
Apple said, hey, let's take the headphone jack out of your phone. What?
Kareem.
Let's take the headphone jack out.
Give us AirPods.
There you go.
And give us AirPods, something that Samsung really just tried making.
That you gotta pay $120 for $200.
I could be. I got them up off the streets for 100. You hear me? They're available everywhere.
Hey, Kareem.
Everywhere.
Next question, Kareem. Next question. I'm gonna go start off with you on this one. I'm gonna concentrate on some of the positives with
Speaking of headphones, what happened to Beats? After Apple bought Beats, they just vanished. They bought the black man and put him on the shelf.
Right.
Ain't that crazy?
That's because Dr. Dre's wife was trying to get the money for him.
They bought the black man and put him up on the shelf. That's crazy.
There you go. So, Kareem, I'm going to ask you the next question. Is going to concentrate more on some of the strengths. So, a strength for iPhone is that their third-party apps are a lot better than Android's. Why is that the case?
Well, let me tell you something. By you asking that question, you're technically saying that Apple is better than Samsung. Thank you very much. And one reason is why, because they're running off the fastest software processor that a phone can have. Something that Samsung's been trying to keep up with for the past 5 years and still can't even reach on the iPhone 11. So that's not even a question because they're so far behind with the software. Apple has the fastest running programs. And coming to them third parties, why does it work? Because of the processor, the stabilization. With Snapchat, the camera is clear as day. When you look at a Samsung Snapchat video, come on now, we're looking like we're still stuck in 2010 with a BlackBerry. What is that? Instagram. The processor of the A14 on an iPhone 12 Pro, iPhone 11 Pro Max, they're beautiful. They run amazing. Something that Samsung needs to keep up with in order for them to stay relevant.
See, he put the rope on himself, and he kicked away the chair.
No,
You just said you gotta go to Snapchat in order to have a good camera, a good video, and a clear image.
No. He's asking about third parties.
Ours are straight out the gate.
Third party app is Snapchat, Instagram's. Hey, my camera runs beautiful, and my videos still come out clearer than a Samsung does. And it's actually a true fact that the stabilization in the iPhone is 10 times better than the Samsung. You should search that up with all of your devices sitting in front of you.
You mean the video stabilization?
Is that what you mean?
Picture, video, you name it.
Video stabilization?
What you said. Yes,
All right, Damon, I'm going to you now. A strength with the Androids is, I've read, and you also mentioned it, is that Androids are more customizable, meaning that users can customize their phones to their own personal preference more than iPhone users can. Why is that important? And if you want to touch on that.
So, check this out. Maybe I just want to update my wallpaper. Maybe I want to update the wallpaper on my home screen. We got Thanksgiving coming up. Maybe I want to put some turkeys and pumpkins and, pilgrims and Indians maybe on my wallpaper. That's the mood I'm in. I don't want to have to go buy a whole nother phone come Christmas time in order to put Christmas stuff up there. No, Android gives you the ability to go ahead and come Christmas time, we'll switch the wallpaper out and put Santa Claus and presents and, all kind of stuff like that. So for me to, be able to look at my phone every month and have something new on there every month if I want to, it gives me the illusion that I got something new. I don't want to have to look at the same screen over and over and over and over again. It's like, it's my phone. Let me do what I want to do with it. And then not to mention, you got the iPhones 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and they all are the same. They all look the same. Like if you turn them all on, you can't tell which one is which.
Why does the value stay the same?
Because you have people. You guys have a better following.
Fan base.
Right, a fan base. That's it.
All right, let's go.
Fan base.
Let's read through comments right quick.
You do know that the screen you guys use on iPhones are made by Samsung, right?
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. Actually, I do, and we actually have one of the best screens.
All right, we got Emo. Shout out to cousin Emo. Said nobody want to be wearing the Beats. Apple's user friendly. Don't forget that. We got Cal. What's that? I'll make sure I said his name right.
People say Apple is user friendly. Apple is for simplicity. When you got an older person that's like, hey, I want a nice phone, but I don't really want to, be I don't know how to use it. I just want something nice. They say, hey, get this iPhone because it's simple to use.
There you go. This person.
Navigation on an iPhone with contacts, with calls, it's much easier. It's a headache working with Samsung.
So this
they freeze up on you. They lag. The software is old.
This Cal guy,
like an HP computer.
Hey, this
They
Cal
got
guy.
120 gigahertz on the Androids now.
Hey, I just want to let you know,
There's no
the Cal guy agrees with you, Damon. He said, I guess iPhones for simple, stupid people, and Galaxies for people that want to do more than just play iMessage games. And then Nash came in, they said they actually make real movies off the iPhone. So they're going back and forth. Like I said, the comments are flying.
I think Apple just got Snake on their phone. They got the Snake game.
Yeah. Are you being sarcastic right now? That's what you say right now? And then we got Iwana from Facebook.
Among Us.
She
And
said
Pong.
Carolina
Yeah,
picks
Pong.
iPhone. Laura says Android, so I guess she probably has 2 kids. And Isra said Androids are freedom. It's freedom. So, Damon, I think I started with Kareem last question, so now I'm going to start with you, Damon, on this one. The vast majority of the world's smartphones run Android, believe it or not. Some of it has to do with the phones being available at every price range, which some might look at that like a negative, but I look at it like as a positive because, some people ain't got bread like that to be spending money. So, but more people have Androids than iPhones, plain and simple. What are your thoughts on that, and why do you believe that's the case?
Why do more people have Androids than
iPhones
Apple?
in the world, yeah.
Yeah, well, too, like, for example, everything that I'm showing you right here, and this is, I should have said this in the beginning, but all of this stuff is Samsung. It's Samsung Android stuff. It's not, people say Android, but I specify more so on Galaxy stuff. Because you got LG, they make Android stuff. You got BlackBerry, they make Android stuff. So on and so forth. So more people probably have Android because you got all of those other, brands and stuff like that also run off the Android operating system. And that's more than likely that's the reason why more people have Android. But I'm speaking more so only on Samsung. Even the Google phone, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that runs off Android software too. But yeah, that's all I can think of.
All right, and for you, Kareem, is for iPhone, they have a bigger selection of accessories for iPhones than they do for Android. So like cases, screen protectors, car mounts, usually you see advertisements on iPhone stuff with accessories. Why does this matter, and why do you think that's the case?
Because technology gets better and better every day. When we think about it, the cases, people look for style nowadays in this world. With this pandemic going on, people rely on their phones to get that good every day. And iPhone is a beautiful thing to have. Why? Because you have so many accessibilities to other things that they give you. You have AirPods. I can be 30, 40 feet away from my phone and still be having the conversation while my phone's 20, 30 feet away. I could be in the next room. I could go outside, walk to my car, just with the AirPod in my ear. I have Apple Watches. I have a MacBook. I have the iPhone. I have iPods. Everything comes with the accessibilities and accessories for the device. Something that Samsung doesn't give you, and if they do, it's a cheaper knockoff brand. AirPods are beautiful. Samsung created the Samsung buds. I've used them actually. I've used them, and nothing works like Apple does. These have what is that word called? Where it blocks the sound out. When I put both of these on, I don't hear a thing. That's beautiful. Something that Samsung doesn't give you. Why? Because it's a cheaper price. It's a cheaper device. Why are you so freely to get an Android device? Why? Because they're so desperate to give out their devices. Apple stands on their price that they put up. Why? Because they know the people will buy them because they work good and there will be no problems with them.
All right.
You can't even bring a Samsung onto the airport. At some airports, you can't even bring a Samsung onto the plane because they worry about them exploding. You never would have to worry about that with iPhone.
All right, Dame, you got a rebuttal off of that? You want to say anything off of that? If not, we can move on to the next question.
No, we can go on to the next one.
All right, so what I was going to say off of that is, Kareem, you said you can't hear anything.
Yeah.
We hear customers in the background. They're calling your name. They need you right quick. Hey, Kareem's at work, by the way, and he getting down on the debate. I appreciate you, Kareem. So I know y'all kind of touched on this, and I think Damon kind of waved the white flag on this question, but I do have it written down, and unfortunately, it is a question, so I'm going to have to ask it, which is, which phone... Which phone protects your privacy better? Which phone protects your privacy better and why? So go ahead, Kareem. I'll let you start.
Answer that.
Go ahead.
Me or him?
I'm gonna let you start on this one.
On why Apple provides better privacy than Android?
Yeah.
Well, we kind of mentioned that earlier on. With iCloud services, it provides the best. It doesn't give you apps. I was actually reading up on it that Samsung gives you the options to download apps that are accessible for people to hack into. Something that Apple does not let you download off their app stores. It gives you a lot of options on apps that are secure and safe for your personal information, which Android doesn't give you, Samsung doesn't give you. Nobody can hack into iCloud. Why? Please tell me why. Because it's so secure, and that's the main focus on why people are buying them today. Why? That is the exact reason why people are buying them today. Like I said, the FBI had to try to take them to court just to get into their services. They would never have to worry about that with Samsung. I'm sorry, man. It's hot back here. I'm starting to feel a little pressure, man. I'm south. It's 70 degrees, man. I'm sweating.
You're good. You're good.
But,
So, Damon.
Hey, one thing about Apple is the security and safety. Something you would never have to worry about. iCloud service will never fail you.
All right. So, Damon,
Not much to talk about on that because it's iCloud.
I know you kind of admitted that their privacy is probably a little bit better. But what do you want to touch on with Android's privacy? Like, do you think that it's where it needs to be, or do you think that it needs improvement, or what's going on?
My bad. Oh, I'm sorry. I had something just come up right now. I'm a little touched up right now. My daughter just came in crying and stuff, and she did good in school. She just got a report card. She did pretty good, but she came here crying. I said, "Baby, what's wrong?" I gave her a gift for getting good grades and stuff, and she said that I don't love her. And I said, "Why would you say I don't love you?" She said, "Because you gave me an iPhone." You gave me an iPhone. And I said, "Baby,
Hey, tell Evelyn it's okay. She can make it. She can make it.
So this one,
And that's not fair.
Hey, Kareem.
Then I gotta give her a note. I gotta give her one of these no ultras.
There you go. There you go.
But to answer your question,
that boy is silly.
I'd like to hear that from her.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny, man. But go ahead,
To
Dan.
answer your question,
Put them up in the air right now and have her choose.
To answer your question, Apple, nobody's ever contested their security. So, nobody's ever put the security feature to the test to say, hey, let's see who has a more secure device. Let's try to hack into it, or let's try to. I do remember the story where the terrorist dude. I don't think I would equate Apple to terrorism. Just throwing that out there right now. I hate to,
Right there with you.
I don't think I don't want to think about terrorism when I think about Apple. But they have been robbing people for a long time. But Samsung's security features is just as secure. It's the same thing. I mean, not to mention, this is just on the opening the phone tip. We got a variety of ways that we got to open our phone. I think you guys got the face recognition thing that, rarely works sometimes. You got to do it.
Which is better than Samsung, and the touch.
Right, and the touch, which we got that too. But we got ways, we got the digital password or the hidden figure that we can draw and stuff like that. So there's a variety of different ways we can lock our
Which is
phone.
just a better way for somebody to hack it.
Hey.
No.
There you go. There you go. So Uncle Nash says Samsung.
Can I rebuttal on that though?
Hold on. Can I just read this comment? Yes, you can. I want to try to laugh right quick. Samsung don't care for your privacy. They want people to leak our private videos like they did with Paris Hilton and Kim Kardashian, etc. That's what my Uncle Nash just said. So
They paid for that.
That's true, probably. But go ahead, Kareem.
Hey man, when it gives you all them operators to, when you can do that manually to where you can go into an Android phone, doesn't that make you think oh, this just gives it better access for somebody to get into my phone. That's the main focus on, that was the question. You just answered that question agreeing with me technically, because when it gives you all that options to get into your phone, or to even, it gives you options on how to operate an app, that does nothing but give hackers better options on how to get into your phone. Something that Apple doesn't provide.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
And it does. It does. You can go into your settings right now and operate an app exactly how you want it to operate, running off your software. What makes you think somebody can't go into your phone and do the same? You know, there's people out here doing this on a daily. People do this for a living. Something that they can't do on iPhone. Would you rather have your daughter having an iPhone with her being secure and her information, pictures being secure, or having a Galaxy to where anybody can reach out to her with an app that she accidentally downloaded thinking that she was playing a video game? You have to think about that, man.
Well, anybody
Apple provides safety.
I completely forgot about that. Apple has it to where you got to pay for apps that Android gets for free. I completely forgot about that. Speaking of apps. But as far as Android, like, one, I would ask, what kind of hidden information would you be having in your phone that is so secret that you don't want anybody to find, like the Federal Bureau of
You tell me. You tell me.
I don't like where this conversation is going, but let's move it to the back to where it's gonna go. Let's go south.
Samsung absolutely has security to where no one can just hack into a phone or into your database or anything. There's no options to unlock your phone.
Unlock your phone by plugging it into a computer. I can practically restart your phone and get into it like that. Apple, you cannot do that with an iCloud slide in. That's the reason why Samsung's value not as high as Apple. I can buy your phone off the streets right now and factory reset it, take the password off myself just by signing into Google. You can't do that with an Apple as long as it has that iCloud signed in.
You 100% can. And I'm gonna tell you, you know, Apple is the most
100%
Apple is the most stolen device in America. Apple is the highest stolen device in America.
All right. Well,
everyone loves it. Everyone loves it.
Right, and you can take it, reset it, and sell it to someone else. And you can take it, sell it to someone else after you reset it.
There you guys go.
If iCloud is signed into an Apple phone, the value is gone.
Another thing I forgot about is the storage. Like, you can't even expand your storage. You got to go get a whole new phone in order to get like a 256 gig storage on your phone.
Just to let you know, the memory that came out, the lowest gigabytes that come with the iPhones now are 128. 128 is beautiful for me, especially with the iPhone for Life plan when the 13 comes out and I go trade it in for free.
All right, I just want to let you guys know we have a count. How many times Kareem said beautiful at 13 so far today? All right, he says use the word beautiful.
Apple is a beautiful phone.
14. All right, so my final question to you guys, because obviously, Dame, you're a big Android or let's say Samsung guy because you want to lower your camera and show everybody all the accessories that you got, just in case they're logging on a little late. All right.
You're helping him out.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to show people that he's a big Samsung guy. So he's just gonna show people all the things that he got. All right, he got all these devices.
Check the comments later. I'll be posting what I got.
All right, and then now you got.
And look, this is the first Galaxy. This was the first time they put a camera on the front.
Kareem wasn't born back then. Kareem wasn't born back then.
Yeah, he probably wasn't born in that moment.
Not yet.
You can put a camera on the front of the phone.
There you go. But I can't believe you still got that. That's hilarious.
The Razor was more popular than that.
No, it wasn't.
Alright, so going back to what it says. So Damon, final word. Why do you sincerely believe Samsungs are better? Go ahead.
You know, well, 1 second, too. I just remember. I just thought about it. He said that Apple had the first touchscreen phone when this phone came out way before the first iPhone did. Came out a year before the first iPhone did.
Search it up. Search it up. The yearly dates. Search it up.
What was the thing you just said?
Basically, give us your final word. Like, make somebody believe that you were right and that you won the debate right now, Damon, and telling us why our Android's better.
Well, the thing the thing is, I showed you a bunch of stuff that Samsung phones do and things that you would do on a day-to-day basis. Kareem with the low bandwidth just gave you a bunch of technical terms and a bunch of stuff that you're never going to use, you're never going to utilize, like 24 megapixels. Like, when would you ever know that anything is 24 megapixels or like 1.8 gigahertz?
Yeah, that's what I look for.
Nobody knows about that stuff. No regular people know about that stuff. We want to know how to use a device, all the things we can do with a device, what's free, like me customizing my phone for free. They do have some that you can pay for if you want to, but you know, people wanna play with the phone. They don't wanna, like, you get an app, you get an iPhone if you wanna just use your phone. Like, I think iPhone this year they came out with three-way calling. So I think you guys are, you know, you guys are getting up there. They have three-way calling.
Fake news.
So now you guys have it where you can talk to one person and then you can look and another person can call in. That's like
it's mind-boggling. Yeah,
that's right now. I think you guys are getting caller ID next year. But look, Android, you can do anything. It's like limitless to the amount of stuff you can do. If I want to download movies on my phone, I can download movies. I'm not telling anybody to go download movies because that's pirating.
It'll take you about 2 weeks.
No, it won't. It take you all of 20 minutes. I see all the time. I see people do it all the time. I'm sorry.
Connected to Wi-Fi.
No. I do it all the time. Like movies that are in the theaters right now, you can download. I've seen people download them on their Galaxy devices, and you can watch them on your TV.
You wish you could record them at the movies.
Record them at the movie? That's Apple stuff. That's bootlegging.
Alright.
The camera's so clear. You can't do that with Samsung.
People walking
with Samsung.
on the Apple recording movie.
Alright. Last thing, I'm gonna pass it to you, Kareem. Give us your final statement of why iPhones are better, why you stand by that word.
The processor, faster, the camera, clear. And one thing that Apple has that I didn't mention, since you want to hear other things that iPhone gives to you, we can share a password with somebody that's signing into their computer instead of them bending over the router, breaking their neck, trying to get every single letter of the router Wi-Fi password. I can share that with somebody that's 20 feet away, something you guys can't do. I can also take 1,000 pictures, and instead of sending them one by one in a message, I can airdrop them to another Apple user, something you guys can't do. I don't even know what airdrop means. You should get an iPhone and find out. And another thing on why Apple is better, hey, if the message is green, it ain't for me. You hear me?
There you go. If the message is green, it ain't for me. Look at, you guys don't know what Damon's doing, but he got an Android shirt that's eating an apple. So that's Damon right there.
Hey, Android's always been hungry because Apple's at the top of the food chain. Eat it.
Hey, I love.
We're stuffed. We stuffed. We ain't good, man.
Alright,
if you guys happen to want to come and buy an Android or an Apple device for that matter, you can always come to Platinum Ultra Wireless, 9839 Joseph Combo in Hamtramck, Michigan, and we'll give you the best Android or Apple devices that you could possibly find for the best price. Keep that in mind.
I have a question. With the store that you
I have an
have,
answer.
what do you sell more, iPhones or Androids?
iPhones.
All right, then. Thank you.
Want me to tell you why?
Because they're better.
Nope.
They're better.
Once again,
in my eyes.
Because they're the most stolen devices and they're so easy to unlock.
There you go.
With no iCloud. If that iCloud is in, you have no worries. And everybody has to sign into iCloud in order for them to run their phone. Unless they don't want to. Unless it's a brand new phone, brand new in the box. With Samsung, I can find your phone off the table counter of a restaurant, run away, sign into a computer, and unlock it from there. And tell a brand. With Apple, you're more secure.
iPhone.
And another thing is, what makes you more money? Apple or Samsung?
Apple.
Alright, well guys, listen.
Thank you.
Let me tell y'all something.
Thank you very much.
Kareem and Damon, that was a lot of fun. I feel like I just learned a lot about both phones right now because I'm not good with this technology stuff. But boys, fellas, I appreciate y'all doing this. I'm gonna post this video once we're done. Y'all can watch it later. Hopefully, y'all can share it too. Share it on your pages. Damon, thank you so much. Kareem, thank you so much. Hopefully I get y'all in for another debate in the future.
Yes, sir. Thank
Appreciate
you for
you guys. No
Cool,
problem.
You know, shout out to AT for helping me out with this too.
There you
Helping
go.
me out with some of this
Hey,
stuff.
Omar.
Yes, sir.
2-0.
Hey, yeah, by the way, have people comment. Y'all can comment who won the debate.
1-1.
Comment who won the debate. Comment who won. There y'all go. And I appreciate you guys tuning in, by the way, too.
Like I'm Jordan 96, 97, you hear me?
That boy Kareem wasn't even
Team
born in
iPhone
96,
for life.
97. There you go.
Team iPhone for life.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
When it comes to technical problems, don't worry about Samsung. Apple will provide you with the best care.
All right, I'm about to end the live.
Shout out to Android Store.
All right, have a great day.